And it's a helicopter. Skyblender. 1,200 feet above me. Gotta love electronic conspicuity. It's a bit of a mouthful, isn't it? And sometimes you'll hear people talk about their electronic flight bag. I didn't really want to include battery jump packs in that, but maybe I should. Clear prop. That's not going to fire. East Fortune Radio Golf Charlie Echo Tango Mike, request radio check.
Golf Tango Mike, East Fortune Readability 5.
Readability 5 also, thank you. Golf Tango Mike taxing for checks. Well, hi everybody and welcome back to the channel. We're going to have a very short flight. Thanks to low battery, it is getting colder weather. Not sure what that's all about. So as I just run through the checks, I will get myself ready to go, and it is currently 5:30 in the evening. Sunset is 10 past 6, so we have until 6:40, but I don't think we'll push it that much. Golf Tango Mike taking off 29, departing to the north. Got 5,000. Gotta love the colder air. That's us climbing at 1,200 feet per minute. Airspeed 65 miles an hour. No problems whatsoever. Sky Demon tells me there is an aircraft. There was an aircraft coming across the Forth. And it's a helicopter. Skyblender. 1,200 feet above me. Gotta love electronic conspicuity. It's a bit of a mouthful, isn't it? And sometimes you'll hear people talk about their electronic flight bag. I didn't really want to include battery jump packs in that, but maybe I should. So I'm going to keep a very close eye on the time and make sure that I'm not heading back to the airfield too late. So I have been asked a couple of questions about electronic conspicuity and what we're running on these planes. And a lot of the microlights at East Fortune have pilot aware. Pilot aware broadcasts on its own frequency, which other pilot aware units can pick up. But it can receive all the other different frequencies, so you can see other traffic like, you know, commercial aircraft you can see on this, as well as gliders that use a different frequency. Because it doesn't broadcast on some of the other frequencies, the more common general aviation frequencies, we've now got the Sky Echo, and that does broadcast on those frequencies, what might be called the transponder frequencies. However, I've got my Sky Demon on my tablet running and connected to the Pilot Aware, because the Pilot Aware picks up all the transponder type traffic, as well as the other microlights using the Pilot Aware, as well as the commercial aircraft, as well as gliders, and so on. So that's all then displays on my screen, which I can then see. And I think the critical thing about electronic conspicuity, what a mouthful, is it only works if everybody's using it. And the weakness is that with all the different models and the different frequencies and different protocols, it's very difficult to say everybody should have this one type, because the danger is that they would mandate something that the big airlines and the commercials already have, which is the transponder types thing. The problem is a transponder unit to fit to one of these aircraft is north of £2,000, and it's just a bit rich for my tastes when you don't need it unless you're going to fly to air traffic control zones that are called transponder mandatory zones. And sometimes, as long as you're flying with an aircraft that is transponder enabled, you can fly with them on the basis that they get permission to fly using their transponder and you're tagging along with them. Not an ideal solution, but getting a transponder unit that will fit into one of these small cockpits gives us a very limited choice, and therefore it is a bit of a premium model. But hey, that's it's a choice at least. Now, of course, if you then combine the Pilot Aware, the Sky Echo, and you've got the Sky Demon navigation software, you've got a constantly moving map which shows you controlled airspace. So there's no kind of where am I? And then people will say, well, what happens if the tablet fails? And that's realistic. So I've got a mobile phone that I use for the stopwatch. It's got Sky Echo loaded on it. I've also got my own mobile phone tethered, and it also has Sky Demon on it. So if one failed, I've got two backups. Now, you could have a paper chart, which is the more traditional way. However, charts can get lost, they can get torn, they can get damaged, they can get, well, in this case, sucked out a cockpit, which would be good. And then, do you have a backup? You can argue pretty much any way you want it, but the main thing is to have backups. So another got a frog in my throat. Another 20 minutes until it's officially sunset, which I think is probably about as far as I want to push it. There's a lot of cloud cover high up, but that means there's a little bit less light. East Fortune traffic, Golf Charlie Echo Tango Mike is 2 miles to the southwest, 2,100 feet inbound. Golf Tango Mike final 29. Just slow down on the grass. Very little wind to arrest that.
So I really hope you enjoyed that short flight. Really grateful to Graham for his help getting the plane started. Those wee jump packs are quite amazing. Hope you found a little quick look at electronic conspicuity interesting. I'd be interested to hear your opinions on it. But anyway, let's bring this one to a close. Thank you so much for joining me, and I'll see you in the next one. Take care.
Is this on?
Yep.
Hello.
I can edit it out.